There's a fact about the human body that not many people know about. Humans have, on average, just as many hairs on their body as chimpanzees. Human hair is just a lot shorter and finer. When doing surgery where the doctors have to take out some organs, when placing them back, they don't have to be put back in the exact position they're meant to be. Your body kind of just moves the organs into the correct position after the surgery. Your eyes have a separate immune system from the rest of your body, and in a lot of occasions if your body's immune system finds your eyes, they will assume they are a foreign body and blind you. Your brain regulates how strong your muscles are. If your leg muscles were to contract at full strength, they would snap your femur. It's why people in emergencies on adrenaline can lift cars off children. Your body is capable of great strength, but it could also severely damage you. So your brain keeps you a weak, soft bag of jelly. Every minute you shed over 30,000 dead skin cells off your body.
Disturbing facts about the human body. Your small intestine laid out is bigger than a giraffe. Yes, that's in your body. When you blush, so does your stomach lining. That's so cute. When you're on a roller coaster and it feels like all your organs are moving around, it could actually be your organs moving around because they can move around a little bit when you're on a roller coaster. The mouth can produce 2 to 4 pints of saliva per day. You thirsty hoe. If your eyelashes have ever looked like this, then I'm sorry to tell you, but they are eyelash mites, and not just dried eyelash glue. The human body produces a light which eyes can't see, so technically we're just big walk-in light bulbs.
Strange facts about the human body. Women blink over the course of the day nearly twice as many times as men do. The longest bout of hiccups lasted for 69 years. Wearing headphones for just 1 hour will increase the bacteria in your ear 700 times. Just like fingerprints, your tongue has its own individual tongue print, and nobody else will have the same one as you. It's physically impossible to lick your elbow. Your heart will beat over 100,000 times over the course of one day. Sneezes travel at 100 miles per hour fresh out your mouth. Babies don't have kneecaps. Babies just don't have kneecaps. Those don't come in until between the ages of 2 and 6. They just don't have kneecaps. And finally, you're still not following me on Instagram, Bo. Please just follow me.
Yo, what's up? These are some of the strangest facts about the human body that you'll never forget. Part 1. This may sound insane, but your heart can actually keep beating outside of your chest. So if someone were to literally cut your chest open and pull your heart out, it can continue to beat. I'm not sure for how long, but the fact that it can even do this is pretty crazy. Heartbreak is more than just a metaphor. Broken heart syndrome can actually mimic the effects and symptoms of a heart attack caused by tragic times and stressful situations. Also, if your significant other dies, you can actually die from heartbreak. It's a real thing. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but there's literally a type of tumor that can grow in your teeth and in your hair. I've never thought about this till now, but just be aware. So this is actually going to be a helpful game changer for some people. You're welcome. So kissing actually fights against cavities. So if you've been to the dentist, they told you have cavities, better start kissing somebody soon. So we've all heard of the bed bugs that live in your mattress, right? Well, have you heard of the mites that live in your eyelashes? Yeah, that's right. There's bugs living in your eyelashes. Sorry to break it to you. Love you guys. Yo, what's up? These are some of the strangest facts about the human body that you'll never forget. Part 2. Your stomach acid is actually strong enough to dissolve a razor blade. So if your parents were worried about you going out on Halloween, taking candy from strangers because there could be blades in it, just say, hey, mom and dad, my stomach acid could dissolve it, so I'll be all right. I'm just kidding. It could cause internal bleeding and a lot of other problems, but it's pretty crazy that it can do that. Sneezes usually clock in around 100 miles per hour, whereas coughs clock in around 60 miles per hour. But who knew that they both went that fast? The human heart actually has so much pressure in it that it could squirt blood up to 30 feet in the air. Humans are the only animals that produce emotional tears. Because yes, animals can get frustrated and they can shed tears, but the tears they shed aren't caused by their emotions. And actually more germs are transferred shaking hands than from kissing, so kiss away!
Weird facts about the human body that you probably didn't know. Number 1, your ears actually never stop growing. Number 2, the only muscle that never gets tired is your heart. Number 3, every minute you actually shed about 30,000 dead skin cells. That's kind of gross.
Disturbing facts about the human body. Period cramps are essentially your womb suffocating itself. You transfer more germs by shaking hands than you do by kissing. You yourself are more bacteria than you are human. You produce enough saliva in your lifetime to fill 2 swimming pools.
This is the most disturbing fact about the human body. I noticed this after my abdominal surgery. When I turned over in bed, my guts seemed to fall from one side to the other. Mentioned to my doc and she confirmed it was my bowels rearranging themselves. The prescription acne medication Accutane turns your bones green. I learned this working in a bone and tissue donor center where sometimes you'd get kids, or adults, who'd been on the stuff and their bones were either bright green or a darker forest green depending on how long ago, how many treatments they had. We wouldn't reject the donor or anything, the bones are still fine, they're just Green.
Yo, what's up? These are some of the strangest facts about the human body that you'll never forget. Part 2. Your stomach acid is actually strong enough to dissolve a razor blade. So if your parents were worried about you going out on Halloween, taking candy from strangers because there could be blades in it, just say, hey, mom and dad, my stomach acid could dissolve it, so I'll be alright. I'm just kidding. It could cause internal bleeding and a lot of other problems, but it's pretty crazy that it can do that. Sneezes usually clock in around 100 miles per hour, whereas coughs clock in around 60 miles per hour. But who knew that they both went that fast? The human heart actually has so much pressure in it that it could squirt blood up to 30 feet in the air. Humans are the only animals that produce emotional tears. Because yes, animals can get frustrated and they can shed tears, but the tears they shed aren't caused by their emotions. And actually more germs are transferred shaking hands than from kissing, so kiss away!
What is the most disturbing fact about the human body? You develop cancerous cells every day. But your immune system deals with it. Usually. Right up until it doesn't. Well, just this week there was a woman local in her late 20s who died of a toothache. She had posted on FB about needing a dentist over the weekend and decided to wait till Monday. Sunday morning she was gone. The infection went to her brain. The tiniest injury to your brain can change your entire life. Depending on the part of the brain that gets hurt, you can lose your special/general senses, control over your own body, the ability to produce and or comprehend language, your memories, your personality, etc. Remember to wear a helmet, everyone. I noticed this after my abdominal surgery. When Elle turned over in bed, my guts seemed to fall from one side to the other. Mentioned to my doc and she confirmed it was my bowels rearranging themselves. Apparently the doctor just throws your intestines back in their higgledy-piggledy because there isn't a correct way to pack them neatly. Stomach acid is very powerful. It would burn right through us if we didn't secrete mucus every few hours. A third to a half of all fertilized ovum do not result in a viable pregnancy. They are expelled as a heavy period instead. Most women don't even realize that they miscarried. Scientists once took a swab of the inside of an American man's belly button to observe the bacteria that lived there. They found bacteria previously only known to exist in Japan. The man had never traveled outside of the US, so you never know what other country's bacteria you're carrying in your belly button. You make and swallow between 1 and 2 liters of saliva every day. People with pancreatic cancer can have a sense of impending doom weeks to months before being diagnosed. There's enough copper in your body to make a pair of headphones. Your body will begin its inevitable decline decades before your mind does. You can mitigate it, but nothing can stop it.
Here are some strange facts about the human body that you probably did not know. The only organ in your body that will never get tired is the heart. Well, what happens when you die? Did it get tired? Maybe that's why you died. Your heart just got too tired. I don't know. It is said that you blink around 10 million times a year. That's a lot of blinking, dude. I mean, who actually counts this? Who actually counts to make sure we blink 10 million times a year? Who? It is said that your fingernails grow about 4 times faster than your toenails. This is a disturbing picture. I don't know why I chose this, but I just looked up toenails. Like, I'm serious.